Hello children, let's come back to our maths class. Today we are going to deal with a new properties or new operation of matrix. In the previous classes we have seen how to add a matrix and how to subtract a matrix, and not only that, you have just seen a simple multiplication like by a number. Suppose you have a number and you have a matrix, you know how to multiply a number to a given matrix. So this was the thing that we have seen in the previous class. So today we are going to study how to go for the multiplication of matrix. Now for multiplication of matrix, you have certain rules and regulations to follow, as we followed some rules for addition and subtraction for matrix. Yes children, do you remember that I have told you whenever you are adding a matrix or whenever you are subtracting a matrix, the order should be same. Suppose you have a matrix of 3 by 3 order, you have to have one more matrix of order 3 by 3. So you can add a matrix if they are having the same order, or you can subtract the matrix if they are having the same order. You cannot add or you cannot subtract the matrix of different orders. This is the rule for addition and subtraction. But in case of multiplication, we have to follow another rule. Okay children, so let's see what are the rules that we are going to follow for multiplication of matrix. I would like you to take your classwork. Take down your classwork children. Take down your classwork. Give the heading points to remember. So I'm going to explain you first of all what are the rules, and then we are going to continue with our exercise 3.18. I hope this is the last. Yes children? Yes. So we have one more exercise, that is a multiple choice questions, but exercise 3.18. We have one more exercise. Okay. We'll start with 3.18. Have you taken down your classwork children? Okay. So give the heading points to remember. You are going to write the points to remember along with me. So points to remember. Give the heading multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. When is the multiplication of matrix possible? When it is not possible? How to find whether I can find a product? How to check whether I'll be not able to find a product? So this is what you get the idea from the multiplication of matrix point. Okay, so you are going to write down a point. Okay, so I am going to give you two cases. Okay, so case 1. Consider two cases. I am going to give you first case as case 1. Consider a matrix. Consider a matrix of order 3 cross 3. That is, okay, I'll put here A. Okay. Consider a matrix A of order 3 cross 3 and matrix B of order 3 cross 3. So you are going to consider two matrices. One is A with the order 3 cross 3 and one more matrix B which is of order 3 cross 3 again. Okay, so we have a 3 cross 3 matrix, two matrices. Okay, I'll just change your S4. Okay, otherwise you will be having a small confusion. Okay, so just take two matrices. Write down the statement children. Consider a matrix A of order 3 cross 3 and matrix B of order 3 cross 4. Okay, have you taken on the first case? I have told you that you are going to take the points along with me children. Do not waste your time. Write neatly. And this is an important concept you are going to carry out throughout your higher classes. You are going to use this in your 11th standard. Yes, we have a topic of matrix in 11th standard. We have in 12th. So matrix is a continuation in your higher classes. So you should be clear with the basic concept here itself. Okay. So now let us go with the work. So I am going to write down here. I am going to explain to you. You are going to write down the same manner how I am going to write down. So A, this is B. Okay. What is the order of A? It's 3 cross 3. And what is the order of B? 3 cross 4. Okay, children, so I have just written the order. For order of A is 3 cross 3 and order of B is 3 cross 4. Now, what I am going to see is, I am going to see this part, the middle part. You are going to highlight this using your pencil. Just draw a box with the pencil. So 3 cross 3, 3 cross 4. So you are going to take the middle part. Okay. So now what you see here? We say here, this is the first one is the row part. I have told you that whenever you write the order, this is of m cross n. M is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. So this is what you have to think of. Okay, children. So number of rows, number of columns. So here number of row is 3. Number of column is 3. Here number of row is 3 and number of column is 4. So now what about this particular condition? Here number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. See, the column of A is equal to the row of B. Column of A is equal to row of B. So here number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. Therefore, product of AB is possible. So we can find the product of AB. That is, we can multiply A and B. Why can we multiply? We can multiply because the number of columns of A is equal to the number of rows of B. This is the condition, children. Every time, whenever you go for the product, just think of this condition and you are going to proceed. So if you have such a condition, you say the product of AB is possible. Okay. Now what will be the order of this product? If you are taking a matrix of 3 cross 3 and you are taking a matrix of 3 cross 4. Okay, children. And now you will be getting a new answer. That is, if you are multiplying A and B, you are going to get a new matrix. What will be the order of the matrix? The order of product AB is equal to the remaining thing, 3, 4. 3 cross 4. So you will get a new matrix of order 3 cross 4. See here, we took 3 cross 3, we took 3 cross 4, and you are going to get a matrix of order 3 cross 4. So how you get this 3 cross 4? The left out number, the row and the column, the row of A and the column of B. Write down this point, children. So this was case 1. Case 1, so we have considered a matrix 3 cross 3 and matrix 3 cross 4. So we have to check. So number of columns of A should be equal to number of rows. So when you have such a condition, you say the product is possible, and you have to, you can write the order also. What will be the order? 3 cross 4. Okay, children? Okay, now let's go for case 2. Write down case 2. Consider a matrix. Same, I just changed the matrix order. Consider a matrix of order 3 cross 4 and matrix B of order 3 cross 2. Okay. Take the next case. Consider a matrix A of order 3 cross 4 and matrix B of order 3 cross 2. Okay. So now let us check whether we are able to find the product or not. Have you taken down the statement, children? Write down neatly, children. Okay. I'm just going to rub the first part. I'll just continue you over here, children. After case 2, you continue over here. I'll just write down here for you, case 2. So consider a matrix A of order 3 cross 4 and B of order 3 cross 2. Okay, so this was the thing. Okay, now let's write down A, B. Do not write 2 times. I have just written here so that I can write the points together. So A, B. What is A? 3 cross 4. That is the order of A is 3 cross 4. What is the order of B? 3 cross 2. Order of A is 3 cross 4 and order of B is 3 cross 2. Just see the middle part, 4 and 3. Yes. I hope you would have got an idea. Here what was the condition? See, here the number of columns of A is equal to the number of rows of B, but here they are not equal. So write down here number of columns of A, here number of columns of A is not equal to number of rows of B. That is, this is 4, this is 3. So 4 and 3 are not equal. So 4 not equal to 3. They are not equal. Therefore, product does not exist. Product of AB does not exist. So we cannot find the product of AB because the number of columns of A and the number of rows of B, they are different. So if they are different, we cannot find the product. You can simply say the product of AB does not exist because the condition 4 is not equal to 3. Here the product is possible because we have the number of columns of A and the number of rows of B to be same. So this is the condition, this is the rule you have to keep in your mind whenever you are dealing with the multiplication of matrix. Take down the point, children. Okay, now let's start with the work. So now we are going to continue with our exercise 3.18. So write down the heading as exercise 3.18. Take down the first question. You don't no need of taking the table over there. I'll tell you the question in different manner. I'll give you the question. You just give the heading over there. Find the order of the product matrix AB. Find the order of the product matrix AB. That's all. Don't need of drawing the table. Are you clear with the cases, children? Are you clear with the 2 cases? Okay. Have you taken on the first question? Find the order of the product matrix AB if. I have told you don't draw the table, just take the question, that's all. Okay, so now you are going to write down number 1. This is exercise 3.18. Question number 1, you are going to write down, find the order of the product. So how you are going to write down the question? First part, order of A, yes, order of A, orders of A, or order of A, order of B. What is the order of A given to you? 3 cross 3. And what is the order of B given to you? It's 3 cross 3. So this is how you are going to continue with the sum. Then you will write again second question, you will write order of A, order of B. Then again you will write third one, fourth one, fifth one. So we are going to write down again. We are not going to draw a table. We are just going to write down in the form of a sum. So first for the question number 1, order of A is given as 3 cross 3 and order of B is given as 3 cross 3. So now the question is to find the order of the product AB. So we are going to use the cases and we are going to find out. Have you taken on the question, children? Okay, now let us go for the answer part. So now first of all, what are you going to do is, you are going to write down the orders together, like we have written for cases. So put here A, here B, 3 cross 3, 3 cross 3. Okay, so this is, we have, why are we putting a box over here? To check whether we can find the product. Yes, they are equal, 3 is equal to 3. So no matter, the column is equal to the row of B. The column of A is equal to the number of row of B. Okay, so that is not a matter. Now we have just focused on 3 and 4. So write down here, therefore, order, they are asking you the order, yes? Order of product AB is equal to 3 cross 3. This is the answer. 3 cross 3. I am not going to take this answer, I am going to take this answer. Okay, this is the answer, 3 cross 3. This is to check whether the product is possible or not, 3 cross 3. So order of product AB is equal to 3 cross 3. Okay, take down the second sum. Order of A is equal to 4 cross 3. Order of B is equal to 3 cross 2. 4 cross 3, 3 cross 2. So you are going to follow this order, okay? And we are not, instead of going drawing a table, we are just going to follow as a sum type. So have you taken on the second question? Yes. Try out the answer, children. So check whether the product is possible, and then you write down the order of the product. So A, B, 4 cross 3, 3 cross 2. They are equal, yes, see? 3, 3. They are same. So the product is possible. So order of product AB is equal to 4 cross 2. Order of product AB is equal to 4 cross 2. Okay, children? Okay, now your homework is exercise 3.18, question number 1, the third subpart, the fourth subpart, and the fifth subpart. Third, fourth, fifth. Total you have 5 subparts. Yes, children, there? So you are going to complete the third, fourth, and the fifth. Already we have done 2. So you are going to complete the remaining things. The third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. Okay. Are you ready, children? Have you marked down the homework questions? Okay, good. Now let us go for the second question. Take down the second question. If A is of order P cross Q and B is of order Q cross R, what is the order of A, B and BA? Okay. If A is of order P cross Q, so they have given you here, second question is, order is given to you. I am just writing the answer. Have you taken down the question? Take down the question. You are not going to write the answers directly, children. So take down the question. If A is of order P cross Q and B is of order Q cross R, find the order of AB and BA. Okay. So first of all, I'll write down order of A. What is the order of A, children? P cross Q. You have to read as P cross Q. Okay, don't read as, it's not a multiplication. Order means the number of rows and number of columns. So P cross Q. And they have given you order of BA, order of B also. What is order of B given to you? Q cross R. Okay. So order of A is given as P cross Q. And B is Q cross R. Shall we start with the answer, children? Okay, let's start the work. The first thing is they are asking you to find out the order of AB, and also they are asking to find the order of BA. So first of all, let us find order of AB. So for order of AB, you have to write down this order, same order. I am going to follow the same method. I will write AB, P cross Q, Q cross R. Yes, the middle term is equal. That is, the number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. Therefore, write down here number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. This is column. I have told you the first one is a row part, the second one is a column part. So number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. Therefore, product AB exists. We can find AB. Yes, children? Why we can find the product? Because the middle part, the column of A is equal to the row of B. Therefore, product AB exists. Okay. Therefore, order of AB is equal to. What is order? You have to see the last extreme corners. You have to see the extreme corners. What are the extreme corners? P cross R. This is the order. So order of AB is P cross R. Write down the answer. So order of AB, P cross R. Okay. Now let us go for the second half of the question. We have found A, B. Yes, children? Now let us try to find out for BA. So now we are going to check whether we are able to find out the product of AB, and also if, actually see, if the product is existing, then only we can write the order. If there is no product, existing, we cannot write the order. Getting my point, children? Okay. So let us go for the second part. So we are going to check for BA. I'll write B first. I'll write A here. What is B, children? Order Q cross R, P cross Q. Here, this is R, this is P. R and P, yes. Here, number of columns of B is not equal to, number of columns of B is not equal to number of rows of A. Okay? Number of columns of B is not equal to number of rows of A. Therefore, product BA does not exist. So we cannot find the product. So since we are not able to find the product, we cannot find the order. Product BA does not exist. Therefore, we cannot find order of BA. We cannot find the order of BA. So we have completed sum number 2. Write down the answer. Have you completed question number 2, children? Okay, now let's move to sum number 3. Take down question number 3, children. Say down sum number 3. Have you finished all these things? I'll rub the board. Very easy answer. This is very easy topic, children. Matrix is an interesting topic. You have to just give, if you just go on solving and solving and solving, you will be thorough with your matrix. It is a very easy and a scoring unit. Okay. Let's go for the third question. If A has A rows and A plus 3 columns, so you have a matrix A having A rows and A plus 3 columns, and the matrix B has B rows and 17 minus B columns, and if both products AB and BA exist, so they have given you a condition here that we are able to find out the product AB and we are able to find the product BA. So the product AB and product BA exist. Okay, so what is the next thing? You are going to find out the unknown value, that is A and B. Okay, children, shall we go with the work? Let's start the given part. Let us write on the given part here. Given number of rows of A is equal to A, number of columns of A is equal to A plus 3. So you have been given with the rows and the columns. So number of rows of A is A and number of columns of A is A plus 3. So if you know the rows and the columns, you can write the order. Yes, children? I'll write down. Therefore, order of A is equal to A cross A plus 3. That is M cross N, row cross column. So what is the order of A? A cross A plus 3. Are you getting my point, children? So what is the number of rows given to you? It's A. And what is the number of columns given to you? It's A plus 3. So you are going to find out the order. So how are you going to find the order? Row cross column. What is row? A. What is column? A plus 3. So A cross A plus 3. Okay, now you are going to fill the detail for B. Complete for B. Number of rows of B, number of columns of B, and you are going to find the order of B. Come on, this you are going to come. So you are going to complete this part. Come on, complete it. You have to just go for the same, like have completed the first part. Write down the number of rows of B. Write down the number of columns of B. And finally, you have to write the order of B. Okay, have you completed, children? Okay, good. Let us have a check. What is the number of rows given? The number of rows is B. Okay, so write here B. Number of columns, 17 minus B. Okay, put here 17 minus B. So what is the order? The order is row cross column. So B cross 17 minus B. B cross 17 minus B. Okay, so this is what was given to us, and they are also given you a condition that both the product exist. They are saying that AB is also existing and BA is also existing. So you have to find out A and B. Are you clear with this part, children? So this was the given. So from the given part, I have found the order of A and also I have found the order of B. Now let us move further. I'll write down here. Since product AB exists. Since product AB exists, I can say AB exists means A cross A plus 3 and B cross 17 minus B. This is A, this is B. So this will be equal. Since they are, what is the condition given? Product AB exists. Yes, children, so I have told you when is the product existing, when the product will exist. When you can say that I can find the multiplication of matrix when the middle part should be equal. See, we have told you, yes, we had a matrix 3 cross 3 and 3 cross 4. That means this should be equal. Then only we say the product exists. And this is considered as the order. 3 cross 4 is the order. Yes, children? So, now which part is equal here? Yes, A plus 3 is equal to B. I'll just put a line over here. So, A plus 3 is equal to B. Are you getting my point? Since the product exists, I will say the middle parts are equal. I'll say therefore A plus 3 is equal to B. I'm just going to bring the numbers and the letters on one side. There is numbers and the variables on one side. I'll bring the B to this side and I'll take 3 to this side. So therefore A, this is plus B. So when plus B comes to the LHS side, you get minus B. This is equal to, this is plus 3. So when plus 3 goes to the RHS part, it turns to be minus 3. So A minus B is equal to minus 3. Have you taken down the answer, children? So what do you get? A plus 3 is equal to B. So from that, I have derived one more step. That is, I have taken as A minus B is equal to minus 3. Mark this as number 1. Okay, getting my point? So what we have got? We have got A minus B is equal to 3. Now the next step is will be done by you. Since product AB exists, I have taken the condition for AB. Now you are going to take the condition for BA. Okay, children? Okay, so write down product of BA also exists. So you write, this is BA, yes, children? So you have to put here BA. Write the order for B. Yeah, B cross 17 minus B. A cross A plus 3. Okay. Complete this 2 step. I want the answer. Come on, do the step. So from the first point, I have got A minus B is equal to minus 3. Okay, children? So from the second condition also, I'll get one more equation. And then we are going to solve both the equation and we are going to get the required answer. Since the product exists, which part will be equal? Yes, the middle part will be equal. Yes, good. So you have to use a pencil to draw this box. Okay, children? So it will look neat. Just don't draw with a pen. So what I can say, therefore, 17 minus B is equal to A. I have just taken the middle part as it is. 17 minus B is equal to A. That is, I have taken the column and the row. So 17 minus B is equal to A. I am going to bring the numbers and the variables on one side. So I will keep 17 on one side. Minus B, when it goes to the RHS, it turns to be A plus B. Therefore, I am just going to arrange in a proper order. So A plus B is equal to 17. Mark this as number 2. So first condition, first equation, we have got A minus B is equal to minus 3. And second one, I have got A plus B is equal to 17. Have you completed the work, children? Are you clear with the statements? So 1 and 2. Okay, so now we are going to use these 2 equations. That is, we have derived 2 new equations. Hey children, A minus B is equal to minus 3 and A plus B is equal to 17. So we are going to use this 2 and we are going to find out the unknown value. Let's start with the work. Come on. So write down here. Solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2 we get A minus B is equal to minus 3 A plus B is equal to 17. Okay, so this is what I am going to solve. So A minus B is minus 3 and A plus B is equal to 17. Now, before we go for the operation, whether to use addition or whether to go for subtraction, see the equation carefully. You have to see the equation carefully. Now here we are having the variable BB, okay, but with a different sign. So if I do addition, if I am going to do addition over here, no need to change the sign, okay. I have told you that whenever you are subtracting, you have to change the sign of the second part. Do you remember this statement? Yes, if you are using a subtraction, we are going to change. But here, I am not going to use a subtraction. I am going to add the two equation. Okay. So when I add, what happens? A plus A becomes 2A. A plus A is equal to 2A minus B plus B gets cancelled. And minus 3 plus 17. What is minus 3 plus 17? Minus plus minus. So 17 minus 3, 14. Sign of the bigger number, plus. So A, that is the answer, 14 is plus. So let's solve further. Therefore, A is equal to 14 upon 2 is equal to 7. So A is equal to 7. So we got the value for A. What is the value for A? The value for A is 7. So how I got the value for A? We have just solved the equation. So we get the value for A as 7. Okay. Now let us go for the next one. It's to find out the value for B. You can just put the value for A in any one of the equation. You can just substitute in any one of the equation. Substitute A is equal to 7 in equation. Okay, I am going to put in equation 2 because here I am dealing with a positive sign. So I will put in 2. So A plus B is equal to 17. 7 plus B is equal to 17. So B is equal to, I am going to shift 7 to this side. So 17 minus 7. Therefore B is equal to 10. It's very easy answer. So we have found the value. So A is equal to 7. B is equal to 10. Okay, children, so A is equal to 7 and B is equal to 10. So we have found the unknown value. We have found the value for A and B. So that's why I have told you that when we write the points, remember, it will be useful for us. Yes, children. So we have used the proper, we have used the rule and we have found the answer. Are you clear with this? Okay. Now let's continue with one more sum, children. Yes. We are going to do question number 4. Come on to question number 4. Write down question number 4. If A is equal to 2, 5. If A is equal to 2, 5, 4, 3. So they have given you two matrix. 2, 5, 4, 3. And also they are given you B is equal to 1, minus 3, 2, 5. Okay. This is a new time, or this is the first time we are going to do the multiplication of matrix, children. So you have to be very, very careful, and you just be careful and just be concentrated. Okay. You have to just concentrate and you are going to complete the answer. The steps are very, very important because this is a new way or new method we are trying over here. So what is given to us? A is given to us as 2, 5, 4, 3, and B is given to us 1, minus 3, 2, 5. And what are they asking you? They are asking you to find out A, B, and also you have to find B, A. So you have to find out A into B, and you are going to find out B into A. Okay, children? And after finding this, they are asking you check. You have to check whether AB is equal to BA, whether AB and BA are equal or not. See, we have studied in our classes in algebra, we have studied that anything you multiply, if suppose you multiply a number, that is, we have studied that multiplication is commutative, multiplication is associative, that is, if I take a number 2 into 3, And if I take a number 3 into 2, I am going to get the same answer. Yes, children, we agree with this fact, yes? But this is not so in case of multiplication of matrix. I'm not saying it will be not. In some, yeah, mostly you may have a different answers, okay? But we cannot say that multiplication of matrix is commutative. Are you getting my point, children? We cannot assure that. We may have a different answer. Sometimes we may get a same answer, sometimes we may get a different answer. So in general, so talking generally, you should say that it is not commutative. That is, AB may not, I am not saying will not, I am saying may not be equal to BA, may not. Okay, children? It depends upon the numbers, okay? So we are going to find out the product of AB and find the product of BM. Have you taken on the question, children? Shall we start with the answer? Okay, let's work out. Come on, you're going to do the sums along with me. First of all, I'm going to find the product of AB. I'm going to find AB. So write AB. So take the matrix A, 2, 5, 4, 3. Write the matrix B, 1, minus 3, 2, 5. Okay. Let's proceed further. So how to multiply? Take the first row and the first column. Follow the first row, first column. So first row, first column. How you are going to write down? See here, children. 2 into 1, 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2. It's a new thing you are going to learn. So just learn with interest. Don't learn with a confusion, okay? So whenever we learn new things, whenever we learn, we have to first have a we should have some interest, yes, children? With the interest, we can learn fast. Okay, so put your whole interest over here. So you are going to consider the first row, first column. So 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2. 2 into 1. Give the first element to the first, 5 into 2. Okay, now, first row, second column. First row, I completed for the first row, first column. 2 into 1, the main sign is plus. Remember, the main sign is plus. So 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2. Clear? Give some space and write down here. 2 into minus 3. 2 into minus 3 plus 5 into 5. Clear? First row, first column. First row, first column. So 2 into 1, 5 into 2. Give some space. 2 into minus 3, 5 into 5. The main sign is plus. Okay, so we have completed the first row. First row, I have just multiplied with the first row. If I have one more column, I'll get here one more element. Here I have only one row. That is, I'm going to take one row and I'm going to see all the columns. So 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2. 2 into minus 3 plus 5 into 5. Okay, now I'm going to focus for the second row. Same manner. Second row, same type. 4 into, so this I have finished, yes? So 4 into 1 plus 3 into 2. 4 into 1, 3 into 2. That's all. Now, second row and the second column. 4 into minus 3 plus 3 into 5. I hope you are getting my point, children. Do not get confused. Are you clear? Shall we solve it further? So what do you get here? Okay, so this is equal to, I'll just simplify it. 2 ones are 2, 5 twos are 10. 2 into minus 3, minus 6. 5 fives are 25. 4 ones are 4, plus 6. Minus 12, plus 15. Okay, let's complete it. 2 plus 10, 12. Minus 6 plus 25. 25 minus 6, 19. 4 plus 6, 10. 15 minus 12, that's 3. 25 minus 6 gives you 19. Simple calculation, is no need to do. So what is the answer you get here? Be careful. Minus plus is minus. So I am doing subtraction. Sign of the bigger number. So plus is a bigger number. That is 15 is a bigger number. So I will put the sign for plus. Here also plus sign. So what is the answer for AB? You get AB as 12, 19, 10, 3. So we have completed AB. Now let us go for BA. I'll just explain to you once again. Do not worry. Go for BA. When we go on multiplying children, we'll get an idea how to do the matrix multiplication. So BA. Have you finished all this thing? You're going to proceed along with me. Come on, let's start with the work together. Let's start the work together. Have you taken the B? Okay. Have you taken AB, children? Have you completed all the steps? So be careful, okay, children. Here we have to give a space, okay? Don't just put everything together. See, I have given you a space. Okay. Now we are going to start the product of BA together. Let's write B. What is B? 1 minus 3, 2, 5. Okay, I have written the matrix B. Now let's write matrix A. What is matrix A given to you? 2, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Shall we start the matrix multiplication? Let's see how to start. First row, first column. First row, first column. 1 into 2. 1 into 2. What is the main sign? Plus. Minus 3 into 4. See, I have multiplied 1 to 2. Now you are going to multiply 3 and 4. Minus 3 and 4. So minus 3 into 4. Are you clear, children? First row, first column. 1 into 2 plus minus 3 into 4. Give a space because we have one more column. So first row, second column. 1 into 5. Next number. Plus, the main sign is plus. Minus 3 into 3. 1 into 2 plus minus 3 into 4. 1 into 5 plus minus 3 into 3. Now, second row, first column. Second row, first column. 2 into 2, 4. I'll put here 2 into 2. Okay. Main sign plus 2 into 2 plus 5 into 4. Next, 2 and this one. So 2 into 5. 2 into 5 plus 5 into 3. Getting my point? So let's solve it. 2 minus 12, 5 minus 9, 4 plus 20, 10 plus 15. Let's solve further. So 2 minus 12 plus minus minus. So 10. Sign of the bigger number minus. 5 minus 9 minus 4. Plus minus minus. Sign of the bigger number minus. 4 plus 20, 24. 10 plus 15, 25. So we have found a BA. What is the BA answer? Minus 10, minus 4, 24, 25. See the answer, children. What is the answer for AB? It's 12, 19, 10, 3. And what is the answer for BA? Minus 10, minus 4, 24, 25. So what do you get? What do you can say? Are they equal? Okay, so what we can say that? We can say that AB and BA are not equal. You say, therefore, AB is not equal to BA. Are you getting my point, children? So they are not equal. Clear? Okay, so we have completed our sum number 4. Are you clear, children? So be careful, don't get confused. First row, first column. First row, second column. Second row, first column. Second row, second column. Just solve it and complete your answer. Okay, now you have to complete sum number 6 as your homework, children. You are going to complete sum number 6. Question number 6, two matrices are given to you and they are asking you whether they satisfy AB is equal to BA. I told you it is not always true. It is not always true. Sometimes you may get an equal answer, sometimes you may get a different answer. So your homework is from question number 1, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and question number 6. Okay children, so we will be continuing with the remaining sums in the next class.